Hey there, language learners. Ever wish you could pluck useful phrases right out of thin air and sound like a natural?
Yeah.
Well, today's deep dive is all about uncovering the secrets of effortless English. And we've got a particularly zesty guide,
Okay.
a podcast called Lemon Listen.
It's not just about sounding cool, though, is it? It's about that feeling of confidence when you can navigate real world situations, in another language.
Absolutely. And what caught my eye about Lemon Listen is their quirky approach. They
Interesting.
use these adorable lemon characters to teach English, which you might think sounds a bit out there.
Really?
But trust me, it works. We're going to break down how this format helps you learn faster, but also we're going to extract some of those everyday phrases that you can start using immediately.
Okay.
Ready to dive in?
Let's unpack it.
Okay, so episode 1 introduces us to Lenny and Lucy,
Mm-hmm.
two lemons who are, you guessed it, meeting for the first time.
Okay.
They're new neighbors,
Right.
and right off the bat, they hit us with a classic.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hello there. Nice to meet you. I'm Lenny. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you too. I'm Lucy. Thanks so much.
See? It feels incredibly natural. They're not just saying nice to meet you in isolation, it's woven right into their greeting. And that's so crucial because in real life, we don't learn languages in a vacuum.
Right.
We pick up phrases and idioms by observing how they're used in context, in actual conversations. Lemon Listen taps into that by mirroring those authentic interactions.
It's like learning by osmosis. You're so caught up
Yeah.
in the story that you almost forget you're learning. But here's where Lemon Listen gets even smarter. Later in the episode, Lenny offers to help Lucy with her moving boxes.
Uh-huh.
Wow, those boxes look heavy. Can I give you a hand?
Oh, would you? That would be amazing. Thanks for breaking the ice.
Okay, two awesome things happening here.
Yeah.
First, can I give you a hand?
Yeah.
Such a common, useful phrase. And again, they demonstrate it perfectly.
But
Like-
then we get that curveball, breaking the ice, a classic idiom, and one that often trips up new learners because the literal meaning makes zero sense. Imagine trying to explain to someone breaking the ice by literally smashing a block of ice, and it just doesn't translate.
Exactly. But Lemon Listen tackles it head on. They have Lenny explain the idiom within the context of the conversation. He's literally helping her break down those cardboard boxes, and he uses that as a springboard to explain breaking the ice metaphorically, as in making the situation less awkward.
And that's genius because it taps into what we call dual coding in cognitive science.
Oh, wow.
You're not just hearing the idiom, you're seeing a visual representation of it, even if it's just in your mind's eye.
It's like they're sneaking in learning hacks without us even realizing it.
Precisely. And think about how this applies to real life. Learning a new language can be intimidating, right? Especially when it comes to social situations. You don't want to say the wrong thing. Lemon Listen seems to understand that anxiety, they're giving you the tools to not just speak, but to actually connect with people.
Yeah, because who hasn't felt that awkwardness of trying to break the ice with someone in a new language? It's universal.
Hmm.
Okay, but Lemon Listen doesn't stop there.
Oh.
They've got a whole lineup of these everyday idioms ready to be unpacked. I saw on their website they're planning episodes around on the house, play it by ear, even spill the tea.
And that's key, isn't it? These aren't just random vocabulary words. They're the phrases that make you sound fluent, like you truly understand the nuances of the language.
Like you're not just speaking English, you're speaking
Yeah.
English.
Exactly. It's about moving beyond textbook grammar and into the realm of colloquialisms, the kind of language that makes you sound like a local, not a tourist.
Okay, so we've talked about how Lemon Listen uses these fun characters and realistic dialogue. But what I find truly remarkable is how much they pack into each episode. I mean, these are short and sweet, perfect for those of us with, shall we say, ambitious learning goals and not a lot of time.
And that efficiency is no accident. They're clearly leveraging some key learning principles. Take repetition, for example.
Yeah.
They weave those target phrases throughout the episode, so you're hearing them multiple times in different contexts.
It's like they're sneaking in study sessions without us realizing it. You know, like
Yeah.
when you accidentally memorize a song you really like, those lyrics are just stuck in your head.
Exactly. It's subtle, but incredibly effective.
Yeah.
And then there are those well-placed pauses, giving you, the listener, a moment to actually repeat the phrases out loud. That's active recall at its finest.
It's true. I found myself doing that without even thinking. And speaking of thoughtful design, did you notice how they're already planning for the future? I was poking around their website and saw they were thinking about adding interactive exercises, maybe even downloadable flashcards.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like they've cracked the code on making learning feel effortless. And that's exciting because it makes that idea of achieving fluency in any language feel much more attainable.
Right. It's not about brute force memorization. It's
Mhm.
about understanding how your brain best absorbs information, and then they just make it fun.
Precisely. And that's what we've really uncovered in this deep dive. You've gotten some great phrases to use in your everyday conversations. You've leveled up your understanding of how idioms work, but more importantly, you've gained insight into the why behind it all.
Yeah, and it goes beyond just English, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already thinking about how I could use this format to like brush up on my Spanish or even learn something totally new, like how to play the guitar.
Absolutely. The principles are universal.
Right.
It's about finding those engaging methods that work for your brain and sticking with it.
So as you continue on your language learning journey, remember Lenny and Lucy. Those zesty lemons have shown us that learning can be fun, engaging, and, dare I say, delicious.
Indeed. And remember, the most important ingredient is your own enthusiasm and willingness to embrace the process.
That's it for today's deep dive. Until next time, happy learning, and remember, a little zest goes a long way.